Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko.
Without exaggeration, he is the golden boy of Ukrainian boxing. A legend of amateur boxing and the best active boxer, regardless of weight category, according to The Ring magazine. According to the TV channel ESPN, he tops the pound-for-pound list. With 14 battles over the 7 years of his professional career, he has shown us a spectacular show of technical boxing, along with speed and excellent footwork, carrying out powerful attacks, sending his opponents to the floor one by one.
The greatest quality a pro has, it's not their speed, it's not their power, whatever they do. It's not, sometimes it's not even the intellect. And he's got a great intellect with the help of his father, bringing him up the way he's brought him up. But it's in behavior. It's in the ability, the quality to behave like a pro.
That's it. What a performance, and a cartwheel and a backflip to boot. Lomachenko.
High-Tech is rightfully considered one of the most powerful and technical boxers in the history of amateur boxing. In the amateur ring, he lost only one fight, a controversial loss to Albert Selimov in the 2007 World Cup final. He went on to take revenge into 2 subsequent matches, first at the Olympic Games in 2008 and again at the semi-professional WCB League in 2013. In his professional career, he has had 13 victories and 1 failure due to a separate decision by a judge in 2014, fighting against Orlando Salido.
Nobody who follows boxing can help but be impressed by how Loma fights, by the technical skill that he has, and we haven't seen that maybe since the first young Ali back in the 1960s.
Today, it is simply impossible not to admire what Lomachenko is done in the ring. This is something completely new in the world of boxing. One expert has already said that history has never seen a more perfect fighter. I don't know your opinion, but I would agree with absolutely every praise given to Vasyl. Vasyl Lomachenko is a boxing genius, proving his uniqueness with every fight. Welcome back to the World of Boxing channel. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like the video, leave comments, and subscribe to the channel. Today, I invite you to look at Lomachenko's 5 best and most shocking fights.
We met with him and he goes down. Oh, the hook.
After a brilliant career as an amateur in 2012, Vasyl made an official statement about his intention to leave the amateur ring. He signed a contract with WSB and went into semi-professional boxing. After the end of the 3rd season of the World Boxing Series and a devastating series of victories, Vasyl announced that he was leaving the WSB and becoming a professional. In July 2013, Vasyl signed a contract with the famous promoter organization Top Rank, which Muhammad Ali, Oscar de la Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, and other great boxers had all collaborated with at one time. Las Vegas, USA, 2013. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Jose Ramirez. I had a motivation to declare myself professional and do something historic. I wanted to do it from the first fight. They explained to me that this cannot be, and this will not happen because you are not even in the ratings. So we cannot put you on a title fight. But from the second fight, we will have such an opportunity. He agreed. Vasyl started in the featherweight division, and thanks to his excellent career in amateur boxing, he immediately started with 10-round fights. This debut fight came out a total success. The Mexican boxer began the fight very briskly, apparently trying to show his opponent what professional boxing means. The aggression of the enemy, who tried to punch the Ukrainian through the hull, was not a deterrent for Vasyl. Lomachenko acted confidently, avoiding Ramirez's blows to the head and, when possible, counterattacking. In the first round, a good attack to the core, followed by a short right hook, forced the referee to score against the Mexican.
That right hook to the ear didn't do nearly as much damage as that left body shot underneath did. And if you hit the head, you see.
Continually moving around the ring, Vasyl expertly defended against his opponent. For the first 2 rounds, Ramirez tried to attack, but his efforts were not rewarded. On the contrary, Jose missed a lot thanks to Vasyl's enormous advantage in speed, timing, and skill level, leading to Lomachenko taking round after round.
Capable of trying to pull off another
Tails upside down in a handstand.
Lomachenko's front foot.
I have not mentioned Lomachenko's front foot, and you should tell him. I will tell you this, Max. He threw some combinations while you were going.
In the 4th round, a series of punches to the core knocked out his opponent, inflicting the first early defeat in Jose's career.
That was a thunderous shot, and Rush Lamora is going to wave it off.
Ramirez.
For the winner by knockout victory, winning his professional debut and winning the WBO International Featherweight Championship, the fighting pride of Odessa, Dami Gospoda, Vasyl Lomachenko.
This victory gave Vasyl the right to claim the belt of the world champion in his 2nd battle. The enemy of Lomachenko was another Mexican, Orlando Salido. The fight turned out to be rather dirty due to frequent violations by the Mexican athlete. Orlando frequently used strikes below the belt, and subsequently experts counted 41 such strikes. Despite obvious violations, not a single point was removed from Vasyl's opponent. As a result, Orlando won the victory by a separate decision of the judges. This decision caused outrage from many sports fans. But Lomachenko went on to win the WBO champion belt in the next fight. Las Vegas, USA 2015. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Gamaliel Rodriguez. In this fight, Vasyl defended his WBO featherweight world champion title, defeating his opponent by knockout. This was only Vasyl's 5th fight in the professional ring, but it was already apparent how great of a boxer he would become. In his 3rd match, the Ukrainian had won the world champion title of the WBO featherweight division, defeating the invincible American Gary Russell Jr. And in November of 2014, the 2-time Olympic champion held a 1-title defense against Chanlatarn Priyapinho from Thailand. The defense was so good that they started talking about him as a future superstar in boxing. But Vasyl's rival was no pushover. Gamaliel Rodriguez was ranked 1st in the WBO ranking and possessed more experience in the professional ring than his opponent. He fought 30 battles and won 25, though Rodriguez had finished 3 in a draw and lost twice. Lomachenko began the fight calmly, and round 1 was spent studying his opponent and mainly working with jabs. In round 2, the Ukrainian identified the weaknesses of the Puerto Rican and attacked them several times with his series of blows.
The aggressor early. So now Lomachenko starting to fire.
Starting from round 4, he began to use his entire combat arsenal, alternating between striking the body and striking at the head. Several times he seriously hooked his opponent. From that moment on, the Puerto Rican began to escape using a clinch, frankly grabbing Vasyl's hands and beating below the waist. But this only made Lomachenko angry. He gradually increased his speed, and at one moment he punched his enemy in the stomach, knocking him down.
This is becoming a brutal display, and down goes.
And as hard as he has.
Oh my God.
That every time. He uses his tech to decide which pitch he'll use at what time. 7, 6.
The fight ended in the 9th round, when Lomachenko once again struck the hall, after which he rushed to finish his opponent and knocked him out with a hit to the jaw.
9, 10.
And that was a conscious, his trainer or someone in his corner waved his arms and just said, don't bother. And he kind of nodded. It was almost like Eric Morales after the last knockdown against Manny Pacquiao.
Vasyl Lomachenko won an early victory, and for the 2nd time in his career, defended the WBO world title.
WBO featherweight champion of the world, Vasyl
Lomachenko.
Las Vegas, USA 2015. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Romulo Koisicha. After brilliantly defending the WBO featherweight world champion title against Rodriguez, the Ukrainian genius once again proved his uniqueness. This time, he held the third defense of the WBO world title against Mexican Romulo Koisicha. In the initial rounds, Vasyl gave Romulo a little space so he could feel out his opponent. But then the game began, with the Ukrainian showing technical skill and a large arsenal of punches, and his opponent going to break.
Couple of rounds, Koisicha's been doing a lot of walking away. And now here comes Lomachenko, stalking him and looking for it. And he hammers Koisicha into the corner with a hard left hand.
Koisicha is being dominated here. He was losing to Lee Selby in Wales.
In the fourth round, Vasyl began methodically pounding his opponent. Romulo simply could not keep up with Vasyl's speed. In round 5, the battle was like a cat and a bear.
He threw Lomachenko a straight left.
Beautiful thing about his whole style. As long as his feet are like that, he can be quicker than everybody else like that right there. He can make moves and pivot around. He can do anything he wants to because of his great footwork. He's taking nothing away from Koisicha because he's giving us the best effort that he possibly can give us. He's not giving up. He's not laying down. He's trying, taking some hammering punches.
The entire sixth round was the same, with Vasyl still leading. Lomachenko began the second half of the seventh round with branded attacks, removing Koisicha's block and delivering an uppercut attack on the ropes.
Accumulation, but by choice, not because he can't punch like they can.
I find Lomachenko very entertaining. I think this stuff is really entertaining. How he got to this moment in this fight so far has been entertaining. Will casual boxing fans feel the same way?
And now he's giving you a little bit of the Roy Jones imitation. As a professional fighter, have been with boxing.
Half the battle had already passed, and Lomachenko moved in like the first round.
Romulo Koisicha doing the best he can while being thoroughly outclassed by one of the most brilliant technicians.
I think it's always as obvious in boxing.
Vasyl calmly led the battle to his victory, and in the 10th round, he attacked. With one of his blows to the body, he forced his enemy to kneel and not get up. The judge counted it a victory by knockout. Subsequently, British commentators called Lomachenko's performance in the ring a show of technical skill.
Between the gloves to the body. And again, boom, another good
highlight film, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko.
New York, USA, 2016. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Roman Martinez. Having defended his title, Vasyl and the team decided to move to the second featherweight division. On June 11, 2016 in Madison Square Garden, a duel was held for the WBO featherweight world champion title. The fight began with careful reconnaissance at a medium distance. Both boxers acted very carefully. Vasyl struck, fumbling his opponent with a jab. By the end of round 1, the boxers' plan for the fight began to take shape. Lomachenko confidently scored points, delivering accurate and quick punches, while Martinez tried to catch his opponent and deliver a knockout blow. In the second round, Lomachenko boxed very skillfully, conducting deceitful maneuvers, delivering accurate punches. In the same round, Martinez realized that he was not going to be able to catch his opponent for a knockout blow, and decided to switch tactics, trying to earn as many points as possible. The third round began with Lomachenko delivering a beating to Martinez.
Move again with the straight left hand, which is a little bit opposite of what we see in textbook fighting. There's a short. Lomachenko catches him with a combination. Straight left hand by Lomachenko.
By the fourth round, Martinez is already exhausted, and his reaction time is not able to cope with the speed of his opponent. He misses everything that flies in his direction.
And following up, Lomachenko is, but it was not standing
At the end of the first minute of round 5, Lomachenko inflicts a powerful and accurate hook to his opponent on the left, then another shortly after, before ending the fight with a powerful right wing side strike. Martinez landed on the floor and did not rise. It was a knockout. Victory for Lomachenko in the 5th round. After this bout, the persistent Ukrainian had only triumphant fights. He went on to meet Nicholas Walters, Jason Sosa, Miguel Mariaga, and Guillermo Rigondeaux in the ring, and won every battle. It felt like Vasyl was simply mocking his opponents, playing with the public, firing off winning combinations on the head and body, demonstrating his speed. As a result, he won the championship and defended his title 4 times. Vasyl realized through these fights that he had done everything he set out to accomplish. Los Angeles, USA 2019. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Anthony Crolla. In the second featherweight category, Vasyl defended his champion belt 4 times, but did not meet any decent resistance from his opponents. All 4 fights ended early, in the interval between rounds. Each of the rivals simply refused to go out for the next round, and their corner threw in the towel. In one such fight, Cuban Guillermo Rigondeaux held out in the ring for 6 rounds. After that battle, Lomachenko, at a press conference in Kiev, announced a fight with Linares and his transition into the lightweight category. Discussions were already taking place for him to fight for a title in another version of the WBA.
It was a big step for Vasyl. He was coming up from 130 pounds to 135, from junior lightweight to lightweight. And in Linares, he was fighting not just any lightweight, but probably the best lightweight in the division.
The fight took place on May 12th in New York at Madison Square Garden Arena. Lomachenko won the bout, sending his opponent into a knockout in the 10th round. This fight marks the first time in his career that he was knocked down in the 6th round. But this did not stop Vasyl from achieving his goal and becoming the WBA World Lightweight Champion. During the battle, Lomachenko injured his shoulder and had to undergo surgery, with no lasting ill effects. By the end of the year, he was back in the fight, this time against Jose Pedraza, winning that battle by unanimous decision of the judges. This victory allowed him to unite his own WBA super title with Pedraza's WBO title. With 3 titles now to his name, Lomachenko was forced to agree to a fight with a mandatory challenger, Anthony Crolla. The Briton was not the star of the division, but promoter Eddie Hearn stood behind him, so Crolla got the opportunity to participate in a battle which he had dreamed about all his life. When you look at Anthony Crolla, you immediately sense the spirit of classic British boxing. Vasyl Lomachenko needed only 4 rounds to defeat the enemy. The first round began with reconnaissance. Lomachenko took the center of the ring and several times found holes in his enemy's defenses.
He closes that gap and he places a right hand to the body. A right hand to the body is his best punch of that first round.
The team, the trainer, the fighter.
Starting from the second round, Vasyl began to accelerate and worked well on his feet. Lomachenko very powerfully hit Crolla in the head and pinched the Briton into a corner, conducting multiple combinations.
Another body shot right on the bell. That was an excellent.
The third round began with a hail of blows from Lomachenko. The British boxer was unable to oppose the strikes, failing on defense.
All of this.
Right hook. Another right hook.
Vasyl pushed Crolla into a corner and began to strike his opponent repeatedly. The referee stopped the fight, calling a knockdown.
He is pulling Crolla. That is a knockdown. That is not a TKO. That is climbed up to the ropes. So the commission is in the ring at the moment. Lomachenko doesn't realize the fight is continuing. That was only the ring. the California Commission stepped into the ring and settled the situation. And now he's right back to business. Uppercut comes in, as does a straight left hand.
Yeah, this time it just...
In the fourth round, Vasyl sent a strike at his opponent and connected the powerful blow with his head.
And he goes down. Oh, the hook floors him. He is crumbled.
During the fight, Vasyl again sustained an injury, this time to his right hand. It was later stated that the injury was not serious and he would be able to fight after 8 weeks. The World Boxing Association recognized Vasyl's knockout of Corolla as the best knockout in April. Thus, Vasyl Lomachenko defended the WBO and the WBA lightweight belts and gained his 13th victory in the professional ring. But this was only the beginning. Vasyl has every chance of becoming the absolute champion of the lightweight division in the near future. This time, luck was smiling at Vasyl. He got a chance to fight for the vacant WBC lightweight title and add another belt to his arsenal. And as soon as August 31st of this year, Vasyl will fight with a mandatory challenger, Briton Luke Campbell. Let's see if Campbell manages to come up with something to confront the Ukrainian champion. All of these spectacular fights made Vasyl a real world celebrity, to such an extent that Mike Tyson himself, whom Lomachenko certainly treats with trepidation and respect, called him one of the most promising boxers of our time. When sports experts call his name, they believe that he has the possibility of winning the title of the best boxer in the world in all weight categories in the future. And his whole career is kind of a revolution for the sports world. This is due to his unique training program, original style, spectacular combat, and his bright appearance in the professional ring, as well as his technical skill. We wish Vasyl victory in his upcoming battles and that he would achieve his goals. If you liked the video, press the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any interesting episodes. Click on the bell so that you'll always receive timely notifications of new videos on the channel. See you in the next video.